right. This is that is the first post. And this is my practice. It is 8:08 and it is Wednesday, right? Yes, today is Wednesday, January the 18th. And this is my practice. I just now got out of bed. So, we shall see how this goes. Quick forward fold. Get some space in the spine. Looks like a little back. Could use some spacing. It's going to stretch. It's not going to pop. All right, so downward facing dog. Yeah, yeah. In the house. All right. Hands about shoulder width apart. Feet a comfortable distance from the hands and are about somewhere between hip and shoulder width apart. Wow, that's an interesting sensation. So I was going over the left side. I felt the the bone that connects the pinky knuckle. That bone that goes along the side of the foot towards the heel. The part of that little bone closest to the heel. Felt some sensation there when I stretch like that. Huh. Interesting. And so bend the knees to straighten the arms, straighten the back, rotate the pelvis. And then you find that, relax the calf muscles, feel a stretch in the calf, feel the Achilles, relax, slowly straighten the knees, and then really straighten the back. And then just kind of go back and forth. Breathe in those if you can. Not an option for me today. Hey, hey. So if you can't breathe through your nose, then of course, keep breathing and breathe through the mouth. I can exhale through the nose, can't inhale through the nose. Relax. Feel the pose. There we go. Feel that nice stretch of the body. Try to feel what move. So, play the shoulder, right? The shoulder is at the ball and socket joint, so up and down. Get to rotation, so I like the shoulders down, feel more stretch, and some legs, the right elbow seems a little weak, it wants to over rotate or something, and relax, and hey, we're done, yeah, right. Tippy toes, weight onto the wrists, get the pops of the wrists. Hey, hey, got an old chaudhry. Very cool. And next up, upward facing dog. So get the hands about shoulder width apart, more or less. Wiggle the fingers. And get those legs back. There we go. And settle in. Turn over dog and the low back. Tell me be careful today. Can't go to full extension right away. Take my time. Weight on the low back. Still waiting on the low back. Wiggle fingers a little bit. And relax. The low back will get there soon enough. And there we go. Low back has gotten in position. Now, I can take the head out as counterweight. Reach this up a little bit, a little bit. There we go. Nice. Can wiggle around a little bit. Oh yeah, and another person. C. Lion. Hey, there you go. Quite name. Awesome stuff. Relax. Stretch the back. And just chill out, wait for the timer. My mind seems a little restless today. Oh, are we done? Not yet, not nearly. Another 50 seconds. Mind is finding it difficult to relax because I didn't get up early enough today. And I didn't do the stuff I normally do before I practice. So just gotta relax. Everything else can wait. You will have enough time for everything else in the day. So right now just relax and focus on this practice. Exhale. Feel the breaths as they slide in and out of the body. There we go. Look at that. And the time just melts away. Alright, back to tweener pose. Get some dexterity back in the hands. Oh, that's quite a stretch after that. There we go. Clear that. Start that. 3 minutes. Next pose is wheel pose. Now that we've done our downward facing dog, the back is ready for an enhanced back bend, which is wheel pose. And we'll see what the body feels like today, which just doesn't want to sit still because I got up late this morning. So the question is, how long can I sit still? And this is interesting though, because I'm feeling most of the stretch in the low back, which I normally don't feel it there. I normally feel most of the stretch in the arms and the shoulders, as well as the abs. Yeah, usually the abs has quite a significant stretch. And everything connected to the pelvis, the front side of the pelvis is stretching. But today I feel a lot of sensation on the low back, so that's fascinating. And just relax. Continue breathing. Count your inhales and exhales. And that's all my arms can do for that. But I was able to relax and focus, right? Because I stopped talking. But today it seems like if I keep talking, it's not easy for me to focus. Alright, finish up the timer with camel pose. I usually like to get my knees about shoulder width apart because that's the most comfortable. Hands to the heels. And if you noticed, I lifted my right knee and spread the knees even a little bit further than I had them before. Now let's get a little closer. There we go. glutes to pull the hips forward. Engage the biceps to protect the elbows. And feel that stretch both on the shoulders, the low back, and the low back. And quite a bit of leg effort to keep this pose. Surprisingly. And that is that final stretch on the back. Go, multi-part hero pose. To slowly get the spine back on the other side. Start the timer, another 3 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be slow. So I just did all that back bending. Now I'm doing a forward fold. So if you go from a back bend to a forward fold, you gotta go really slow. How slow do you have to go? How slow is it? You have to go slow enough that the body will allow you to go there, right? So the back is just being slow today. That's fine, that's cool. It's a negotiation, it's a process. Whenever the body says slow down, you slow down. So the body always wins. So pay attention to it. If you start feeling sensation, if you start feeling pain, that's the body saying, hey, you keep doing this, you're not going to like it. So you got to slow down, pull back, and do what the body allows you to do today. It's different every day. There we go. Stretch the arms. So it's quite an interesting stretch with the arms. Of course, the upper body continues to stretch down, and it's got more weight, it's got more leverage on the front of the body. So it's actually enhancing the stretch of the hamstrings and the rotation of the pelvis. But then there's also significant sensation on the shoulders, which is why I started doing this, to stretch out the shoulders a little more. But not only that, in order to keep the hands in position, I've got fingers interlaced. I'm trying to keep the palms together. That takes a lot of forearm effort. It takes a lot of finger strength. A lot of effort in the fingers to keep or to try and get the palms together. There you go. I've got the palms together, but that's like not easy. And let's swap sides. So now the left thumb and knuckle are on top of the right thumb and knuckle. Keep both sides balanced. And relax. You know, I swapped the fingers a little bit late, right? I initially started about 1:46, and then I swapped them at 38 seconds. So I did a little bit more time on the right side than the left. So yeah, well, that's 1:02 on the right side. That'd only be 38 seconds on the left side. 1:12 on the right side. And so we'll do some bonus time on the left side a little bit. Not too much though. Wow. That is a significant shoulder stretch. Oh yeah, got somebody else. Kumavik. Hey, can we fly using this? That's right, you can. Of course, flight is relative, right? Flying practice is the last pose. I do a handstand right at the end of the practice. Because most yogis consider flying poses the stuff that you do in your hands, right? Hey, flying, levitating. Oh yeah, all right. There we go. But cool. Next up is hip openers. Today is the 18th, so I start with my right leg. For my hip opener, I do start with half lotus. Pull the shin into the chest. Pull the foot into the chest. And when I do that, the muscle slides over the bone. You have got to be careful with that. I mentioned that a lot because you've got to be very careful with that. As I move from here to here, again, the muscle slides over the bone. You got to watch out for that because that stuff's going to happen. You got to get used to it. Now, is this sustainable? I'm actually not sure. We'll see. Can I relax? And yes, I do have the timer started, and I get about 2 minutes left. And the right hand wants to go to the right shin. Yep, the right hand wants to go to the right shin to help keep the leg back. There we go. Relax the left leg. I did have the left hip a little bit tense. Relax the abs. And basically the abs will tighten up, right, to help get into position. So now it's about relaxing as much as you can. So the left arm has got some effort in it. The right arm has got a little bit of effort. Minor amounts of effort on the left arm and the right arm, just enough to get the leg back. So relax. Feel the stretch in the right thigh. And that's the biggest thing. Can you sit still? Can you hold still? Can you maintain a pose? If you feel any pain whatsoever, you pull back, you pull out, to the point where you do not feel any more pain. To where it is merely sensation and not pain. Because if you have pain, then that's going to grow and the body's not going to be good. Something that's not good is going to happen and you're going to have to take a week or two off. But if you stay behind the pain and you stay to the point where the body may have massive sensation, I've got a massive stretch going on in my right thigh, but there's no pain. It is a sustainable stretch, a sustainable pose. Alright, slowly get over to the other side. Blood flow, reestablish to the right leg. Clear that out. Get started for the next side. Alright, so let's see if I can do that transition a little more interesting, right? So I start here, and I hover over there. Hey, look at that. Levitation, something like that. Very good. So, from here, the other side, the neck is feeling strange, but we shall proceed. Nothing hurts, it's just a different sensation. So start off with half lotus, right? Because you want full lotus, but you start off with half lotus because you're on the left side. Shin to chest. Knee out so the muscle slides over the bone, foot to chest. Be aware of your surroundings. Lay down. Shin to chest, foot to chest. Muscle slides out, muscle slides back, and then here I've got a little muscle on the outside of the thigh that tightens up every day and has to loosen up every day. There we go. So I got the foot back, and then slowly rotate over so that the left knee is on the earth. Got about 1.5 minutes left. Gently wrap the right arm around the left elbow. And I've got my left hand on my left shin just to try and mirror what I did on the other side. Normally my left arm likes to go to the outside of the hip on the left side, much more so than the right side. So trying to get the right positioning because I felt like the ankle was too close to the skull. Because the ankle goes in the skull that hurts. But when the shin goes back there, it's much flatter, so it's got more surface area, so it doesn't hurt the skull. And relax. Again. There you go. Relax the abs, relax the right leg. Feel that stretch on the left leg. Relax as much as you can, so just relax the left arm. Now let's re-up that. Feel that sensation. Can you sit still? Yeah, the right side of the muscles on the right side of the spine are right at the top of the shoulder, are starting to act up a little bit. Starting to feel sensation. So that, I'm not sure why that is, but that was happening. Hey. Alright, there we go. Slowly release that leg. And it is so interesting getting out of that because blood flow has to reestablish to the leg. And that's like a significant vein or artery, right? So that's a significant amount of blood flow. Alright, what is that? They call me Teppy. Alright, Teppy. Teppy's watching. Cool stuff. Next up is hamstrings. Alright, so for hamstrings, right? Initial pose is Janushrasana. So you square up on the leg, the left foot, the right thigh, you bring this down. Hey, awesome stuff. When you can find that very easily, it's like you saw how it just kind of went down, right? Then the next pose you can do, because you're looking, this is all about stretching the bottom of the right thigh, is this guy. I don't know what this pose is called, but I like it. And so I get my legs about 120 degrees apart as a max. And then I'm doing my right side first, which is much easier than my left side. Feel a nice stretch on the bottom of the right thigh. Get the right hand underneath the left thigh. And then rotate the eye of the left elbow towards the earth. Grab the right foot with the left hand. Feel a little bit of a stretch on the left shoulder. And then as you get the left hand onto the right foot, you have a bunch of support muscles in the shoulder that are tightening up in order to get into position. Then you want to relax the left shoulder. And when you relax the left shoulder, you start to feel a different stretch on the left shoulder. When I relax, there's some little tiny muscle in there. It's not like the deltoid, it's not like a giant muscle, but there's a little tiny part of the left shoulder that's feeling a stretch. And now I'm feeling a little bit of a cramp on my right big toe, but deal with it. There we go, and get the right shoulder inside that right knee, inside the right thigh, and that's what feels super awesome. It's like a big open stretch, and then like manipulate the pelvis and back, so it feels like I'm trying to straighten the back a little bit. Trying to reach the right shoulder further down the knee. Not that it's going to reach much further down. It's an awesome massive stretch on the right thigh. And feel that sensation. Is that the timer? Not yet. 15 seconds. It's far enough away from the timer, it's not easy to hear it. There we go. That's the timer. Alright. Awesome stuff. And you have to be real careful when you come back out. For me, it's the back. I have to slowly come back because that's I'm really stretching the spine and the pelvis, which then I have to recenter it to get back up. Alright. Clear that side. Start off for this side. And we started off with a left tape. Janushrasana, right? So we'll start off Janushrasana again. So you got the left leg out, you got the hips, the shoulders square, more or less the left leg. You can turn the hips you want if you want. Turning the hips usually allows you to get a little bit further, a little bit faster. And left side's not nearly as open as the right side. But we start off with that, and then got all the way down on that. So now go to the other side, about 120, something like that. A little close, make sure all the parts are in a good spot. There we go. The left side. Left side is never as easy on this stretch as the right side. Just gotta go slow. Yes, the timer has started. Just gotta wait for that left pelvis to be right, to be cool, right? Just gotta wait for the pelvis. Is the top left side of the pelvis. There is a muscle in there, or a nerve, or something in there, some soft tissue that sends out a lot of sensation and is the limiting factor with how quickly I get into this pose. Again, you gotta stay behind the pain threshold, right? It's not pain. If you start to feel pain, you need to pull back. You can have a large amount of sensation without pain. And look at that, I got the head down. It's actually relatively quick. And then get that left hand under the right thigh. Reach that right arm. Stretch the right shoulder. And feel that left rib cage, the left shoulder, on the inside of the left thigh. That's where the magic is on this stretch. That's what I like a lot on this stretch, is that feeling. The left shoulder, the left rib cage on the inside of the left thigh. So when you can feel that, it feels like you're doing something, right? When you can get that all the way down. And you feel that nice giant stretch on the bottom of the left thigh. It's not a single muscle because the floor is pushing into the thigh. And it is awesome, awesome stretch. And then relax that right shoulder, relax both shoulders. And then, yeah, you've already turned the left elbow towards the earth. And that's that. That's the timer. Yeah, awesome stretch. That is so cool. All right. I like that stretch a lot. There we go. And next up is straddle splits. All right. Straddle splits with an arm stretch. And so I'm a guy. I want to get the legs further apart, so I fold forward. But got to be careful when I fold forward to get the man parts out of the way, because I can't get the abdomen and the pelvis all down to the earth. Can't I just the toes today? Oh, look at that. Feet are in the right position. And so, yeah, different days I have my feet a little, like a couple inches up or a couple inches back. So some days I can't touch the toes because it's right at my fingertip width. And some days I can't touch my toes. It's not from flexibility, it's more just from foot positioning. Take a breath. Left shoulder stretch. There we go. So yeah, the thighs, they know what they're doing. I'm doing this stretch for years. My thighs know what this stretch is. The shoulder stretch is relatively new. So position the rib cage and rotate the upper body to the point where you can feel some good sensation on the right shoulder. And relax. legs. You might pulse the legs a little bit. And swap to the other side. So feel a stretch on the left shoulder. Now, when I first started doing the shoulder stretch, I always felt a significant compression on the right pectoral muscle when I would do the right side. Not feeling that so much anymore. So hey, look at that, the body has grown. Awesome. And again, try to rotate. It feels like I'm rotating quite a bit to feel a stretch on the left shoulder. There we go. And this feels more like a nerve stretch, like I'm stretching a nerve as opposed to a muscle. So that's interesting. Yeah, when I bring the arm down as opposed to taking the arm up that way, so bring the arm down that way as opposed to up that way. Feels like it's more of a nerve stretch. And that's 3 minutes of straddle splits with a shoulder stretch. Next up, the real flight pose. All right. If I can hit it today. Because every day is different. All right, so today I want to start in a yogi squat. Because I'm a yogi and I'm squatting. So, feet comfortable, pointed apart a little bit because they're just a comfortable place on the earth. You can interlace fingers one way, the other way. Prayer hands, elbows into the knees, and then you can try to straighten back. Hey, perfect yogi squat, whatever that means for you. And then get your hands down. They look like they're right above the feet. And that is about shoulder width apart. And I want my middle fingers to be at an angle with respect to each other of about 90 degrees, because that is what feels good on my wrists. I don't like it when the middle fingers are parallel. I like when they have an angle between each other. And so from here, first starter pose is, what is this? Crow pose. So, balance. Get the shins onto the elbows. There we go. From there, it's just so easy, right? Maybe you can do it. Maybe I can do it. Lift the hips up. Balance. Balance. Come on, balance, buddy. Feel the balance. Maybe. Come on. There we go. There's some balance. Yeah, usually when I shout out balance like that, it's because I'm trying to balance. Balance. Oh, that's it. Alright. Oh well. Good stuff. Awesome stuff. Yoga rocks. So yes, you can fly using this. And then, yeah, actually you can put the foot behind the head and then lift yourself up. So that's another thing that I've done a few times. But that takes a lot of arm effort, which is not what I'm working on. I'm working on the hip flexibility first. So that's why I'm just doing the stretches on the floor. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back here 8 a.m. Take care and have fun.